Hello guys, so today, by popular request, I'll be doing a guide with Yuri in Arena. And in fact, I'll be doing the best 3 teams that I think are capable or making it into Apex, okay, with her. Now, I have to be clear, the main issue with Yuri is that you need Hatsuit with her 100%. If you have no Hatsuit, it will be kinda hard for her to work because you're lacking AoE damage to clear the wave when you run Yuri, and that's where Hatsuit shines, okay? So, first team that I'll be showing you guys. Now, a good Alexandra team will be problematic, okay? So, keep that in mind. This team will allow you to be on Apex with good gear, but it's actually hard to work around Yuri against Alexandra. So, the first team, and the one that uses more legendaries, is this one. Now, in the timeline I will show you all the... You can click on the team you wanna check, okay? But we will be using Iobar, Yuri, the Chan Hatsuit, and then the champ that we will be moving around is either Ymiret, what's her name, Marri, or Theowin, okay? But to begin with, we will be checking the team that I'm using right now, because in this account I don't have Alexandra. So let's hop into a fight and let's pray that we can win. So what do we need to know, or what do we need to do when using Yuri? So first, I like placing Yuri right here, okay? You might be wondering, why don't you place her here? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have seen Yuri here. Well, this is because if I place her here, I'm allowed to put Hatsuit here. So I get Hatsuit to hit the enemies faster, okay? So, we place Yuri. Then, as soon as we can, we will be placing the Achan right here. With this team, you can change the Achan mode right away, okay? You don't have to wait for second round or anything like that. There it goes. Now we can fast forward. There we go, perfect. Now, in round 2, one thing that I like to do is I wait for Yuri to do one out attack, okay? Before one out attack on the first guy. Why? Because if the other guy has really low BP, Yuri will kill him way too fast before the second spawn. That way, if we delay her ultimate a bit, so there we go, one out attack, and now we hit the ultimate. It will give enough time for the second one to spawn, as you can see. And even if we lose, which is not really important because we will only lose 2%, that way the auto will work 100% of the time, okay? That's really important to do. Then, Hatsuit will be placed down the corner right here. I will go through the builds later on, okay? That's not something that it's important right now. And when these guys come, Hatsuit ultimate. You will always have time for her to ult this wave, okay? So even though it looks close, don't worry too much about it. Now, important thing here. We will wait until Yuri does some auto attacks, like 1, 2 or 3, to lower the HP of this mob. That way, when we use the ultimate, so right now, it will jump to the last guy instead of staying right here for longer. And there we go. We managed to kill the guy. Now, this might change a bit based on your gear, so keep in mind that maybe if your gear is worse, you have to ult before, maybe a bit later, but you can play around it. It's not something you should worry too much. This wave, we just keep it like this, we do nothing. And as soon as we can, we will be placing Ymiret. There we go. Here you can ult with Hatsuit. It's up to you. You don't really get much advantage from it, but as I've said, if you see you are lacking damage, ult with her, it won't go wrong, okay? Now, Here, we will wait until this guy gets in range of Yuri and the second one spawns to ult with Yuri. We have to really wait until the second one spawns. There we go. That way, it will keep jumping and jumping. And now we only have to focus on the last guy. The other alternative is that you wait until the first guy dies. However, we are trying to make an auto, okay? Autos should work against, I wouldn't say every BP, but most of the BP. That's why you have to optimize the run so that they are like more general. Now, in this wave, we will be ulting with Hatsut the moment every single mob except the last two get in range. So, you will see what I mean by that. Now we place IOR here. We don't care about these ones. So, you guys will see these two guys are behind, right? So, now we ult with Hatsut and it would hit most of them. And we only have to deal with this one. There we go. Now round 8. This is where things get tricky. So, with Ymiret, we want to ult when this guy is getting in range. And as soon as we ult with Ymiret, we will be ulting with Yuri. So, we wait a bit. Now, we ult with Ymiret, we ult with Yuri, and we hold IOR ultimate, because we want to keep the ultimate for this last guy. Okay, perfect. Now, IOR ultimate. There we go, perfect. As you guys saw, we didn't use Hatsut ultimate. That's because on this next round, we will be holding Hatsut ultimate until this guy walks around here. It's not that hard to notice once you do it multiple times. So, the guy is around here, okay? And this guy will get into the basic attack range. That's when we ult with Hatsut. Now, we wait a few seconds and Yuri ultimate when the Hatsut ultimate is about to end. And once again, we hold our IOR ultimate for the last guys. Now, you don't really need to wait until everything is dead. You just want to wait until they are in range, okay? So, what do I mean by this? Right now, this guy is getting into IOR range. So, we use the ultimate. And perfect. There we go. And we won. As you guys saw, this guy is running the Theowin strategy, which, to be fair, I kinda like it more than the one I'm using, because my Yuri is only a 0 and is lacking some damage. But now, let me go through the year and I will show you the second team with Theowin. So, the year will be the same in Yuri, IOR and Hatsut all the time. Also in the Achan, okay? The Achan is straight up running full attack bonus with attack, attack and attack, okay? Then, on Hatsut, I'm running Cataclysm, okay? Because I'm running the exclusive. However, you can run her in so many sets, like you can run her in Arcana, you can run her in Infernal Roar, is whatever. Just use good pieces. It's all that matters. And as far as artifact, this one, Shadow Gaze. Shadow Gaze is really good. If you don't have it, you can run Idril's Gaze. Then, Yuri is kinda the same. I'm using her in Arcana, but if you don't have a good Arcana set for her, you can run Cataclysm, Infernal Roar, don't worry too much. Then, with Ymiret, I like to use her in Arcana. However, there are some Cataclysm pieces from the Cultist exclusive one that are really good for her or him, because he gets the extra damage to enemies. So if you have a good Cataclysm set, you can use him in Cataclysm. If not, I would use him in Arcana. And as far as IOR, yes, Arcana with attack, and the exclusive, which is pretty mid, but well, it is what it is. So, let's jump into the second team. The second team will be using Theowin. Now, how do you build Theowin? Well, pretty simple. Exclusive artifact, really important, okay? And then we want to use mana spring set. Now my pieces here are not the best, and you don't care about the main stat, okay? We only care about attack speed and rage regen. So here, let's look for a rage regen main stat. If I have one, I don't, so then we try to get the one with more attack speed and rage stabs. Then attack speed main, it should be, maybe I don't have one, no I don't, so we try to look for attack speed and rage. Then here we look for whirlwind set, attack speed, rage regen, and here if you don't have one with the two, as I don't, attack speed, okay? All that matters. There we go. So let me show you guys how this works. Now the team with Theowin and the team with Marri are pretty similar, but well, I'm hitting an Alexandra team, so I might lose, but you will get the point. It doesn't matter if we lose or win. So to begin with, we will do the same, okay? We place Yuri. I will explain everything a bit because I know some people might skip to the team that they can run, so I will show the tricks. Now, sorry, I forgot. I place Yuri on the wrong spot. Yuri shouldn't be here, okay? Yuri should be on the left. So let me go against him again. I was brain AFK and I forgot to place Yuri on the right spot. So here we go again. We remove Ymiret, we place Theowin, and let's go. Okay, this guy will be thinking that I'm giving him free wins, which I kinda am, but well. So, Yuri on the left. We wait until we can place Diao-chan. 5 and 6. Okay, there we go. We change our mode as soon as we can, okay? Then, on the second round, we wait for Yuri to hit one basic attack on the first guy, and as soon as she does the first basic attack, we click on her ultimate. That way we can ensure that we kill the second guy as well. There we go. Faster than Alexandra, as you guys saw. And then, as soon as we can, we place Hatsut here down the corner, and we will be ulting with her on this round, the last few guys. Not this one. And when this gets close, Hatsut ultimate. You can delay the ultimate a bit if your Hatsut is not A5, like 1 second later, but it shouldn't really matter too much. Then, this round, once again, we wait until the mob is at around half HP, okay, not less, and Yuri ultimate. Now we place Theowin here in the bottom. See, perfect. It jumps from the back to the front. That's why we wait until the HP goes down a bit. Now this run is pretty straightforward. We wait, and when these two guys get in range, we will be ulting with Hatsut. Nothing else we have to worry about. He got quite some nice damage on Alexandra, but it is what it is, guys. Here, what I like to do, ult with Theowin, okay? Because we are inflicting vulnerability. And now, ult with Yuri. So even if this guy will likely be faster, okay? If he gets some Alexandra procs, he will be faster. We don't really suffer too much, okay? Now, keep in mind that we will most likely lose this fight because Alexandra is just OP, but we will be trying. So, here, Hatsut, as I've said before. Now, you can ult with Theowin to stockpile all the units here and then ult with Hatsut. This is something you cannot do with the Ymiret team You can only do it if you're running a Theowin or marri, and it gives us a huge lead on this round. Now, he will get the ultimate pretty fast, okay? So, what we're going to do is, we hit Iowa and Yuri, we hit it now, instead of waiting. Why? Because we want to give Theowin some time to get the ultimate back, and then ult the wave. So, right here, okay? And now, they will all get stuck here while we get our Iowa ultimate back. And there we go. This is, as I told you guys, this is the problem with the Alexandra teams. They are just too fast at clearing these last waves. That's why I had to ult with Hatsuit. If you have nice damage, you can save Hatsuit ultimate for round 9, but it's really up to you. It won't be such a huge difference, okay? So here we wait, we're gonna hold until we can Theowin ult. Now, Iowa, and as soon as Iowa finishes, we ult with Yuri. If you guys are running this comp, I would recommend to run Rage Regen substats on Hatsuit, because this is the main thing, okay? With this team you need Hatsuit to ult more times, or you will lose against high VPs. Now, I will still show you guys this strategy, okay? This is not the one I run, but as you guys saw, I leaked. That's because my Hatsuit doesn't have Rage Regen substats at the moment, so I couldn't ult with her on round 9. Or maybe you could build her with some rage to ult on round 8 and then round 9. But ideally, if you have to choose, you will be ulting with her on round 9, okay? Now, what I mean by this is, my Hatsuit has 0% rage, so you guys should be looking at pieces with crit damage, attack speed, crit rate, and rage regen, because that way you can make her ult at the start of round 8 and then again at round 9, okay? And the last team is with marri, and we will be using, as far as artifact, the Samsara, and then we can use the same set that we were using with Theowin, just the one with mana spring, okay? Now my mana spring pieces are terrible, as you guys saw, so that's kinda I was gonna say that's kind of a problem, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. Now, as you guys see, we have Alexandras everywhere, and we would be trying to avoid Alexandras because, as I've said, they're pretty hard to fight against. But let's see, another Yuri team, okay? This is running Theowin, so we will be running the marri team. Here we go. Okay, I had to reset the recording because it wasn't recording the audio properly. But here we are against the same guy, okay? A3 Yuri, so he has the lead, and we will most likely lose. But it doesn't matter. We start replacing her on the corner, as we did every single time. You guys will see that this Yuri A3 is crazy. The damage she does with the ultimate is like huge, and you also get the A2 extra attack, which makes her do like, I mean extra base attack is just so broken. So we wait until she does one out attack. There we go, and we click the ultimate, and now we will be waiting until we can see her damage is just next level. Also, keep in mind that my Yuri is in Arcana, so she still hasn't ramped up as with other sets, but yeah, not the best. Okay, we wait, we ult with Hatsuit. There we go, perfect. And as soon as we can, we will be placing marri down here. Now, if you guys ask me, now, ult with Yuri when this guy is about half HP. There we go. What I was gonna say, if you ask me, I like Theowin a bit more than marri, okay? But yeah, I think marri is pretty nice if you are liking Gear, because she allows you to slow down the enemies way more than Theowin. However, with Theowin you are getting the vulnerability on the exclusive, which is really nice. Now, if you don't have Theowin exclusive, I don't really know which one would be better. They are both pretty similar, to be fair. Like, difference won't be huge. So now, next round. Ult with Yuri when the second guy comes, right there. And now we wait. We will be missing here. I think this round will be problematic because Theowin helps a lot with the vulnerability here, as you guys saw. In fact, like 10%, 15% vulnerability is crazy in Arena, because mob's HP is so high that the difference it does is just insane. Now, here, when the first guy is like getting into this line, okay, we use marri ultimate. Why do we wait a bit? Well, because we want to slow down the first guys, but we want the ultimate to finish before this guy comes. That way, they are all together and we can ult with Hatsut. If we wait and delay marri ultimate more, this last guy will stay right here out of Hatsut range. Just so you guys know why you have to ult with marri as soon as possible. Now, here we start Iobar ultimate, we don't care, okay, and Yuri ultimate. Why are we doing it like this? Well, we don't have Theowin vulnerability, okay, so we have to get as much damage as we can on the early moments of the fight. Now, as I told you guys before, my Hatsut has no rage regen, okay, which for marri teams we really need, because what we would do is ult this stack of mobs right here. With her, let's see if we have time. That's why you have to give her at least 30 to 40% rage. But I wasn't going to change her build for every single team. So I just let you guys know what works and what doesn't. Now, here we wait with marri and with Yuri, okay? We are not gonna ult yet. We are gonna ult when this guy gets around here, around marri range. So should be pretty close. Now, Yuri ultimate, so that it goes through these guys first. And once again, if I had the rage regen on Hatsut, she would be at around 80-85%, so we could ult all this stack of mobs. Now, if I'm not able to and they pass, I don't really care, okay? We would have ulted that, and then we would only have to deal with these guys. This is why I'm telling you that, I don't know, I like Theowin a bit more, because yeah, with marri you slow down all the enemies and that's fine, but then you are liking so much damage with them, as you guys saw. Also, this guy has A3 Yuri, which is pretty huge. But yeah, this is in fact the three teams. As you guys saw, the one I like the most and the one that I'm using is the Ymiret one. Is the one I run my autos on. I even drop out of Apex, showing the other teams, but yeah. Let me hit, oh, I was gonna hit the same guy with my Ymiret team, but I don't know. You guys will see an auto with the Ymiret team. It's pretty good. However, you need like really good gear on your champs. Otherwise, you will be missing on the slows from marri and Theowin. But my recommendation is, if you have Theowin exclusive, you should be running the Theowin one, okay? Because Ymiret A5, well, A5, my Ymiret is A5, gives too much BP to use with A0 Yuri. That's kind of an issue for me. If my Yuri was at least A2, it would be kinda nice, but yeah. I don't know, I think the best team is either the Theowin one or the one I'm using with Ymiret, as you guys see. But I'm not a big fan of the marri one, but those are the three teams that people use. And that's it, to be fair. So, as you guys see, the run is going perfect. this is all you gotta do in anti-arena if you don't have Alexandra. You have to just avoid facing the Alexandra teams and know the ones you can hit or not. So here I hold a bit and perfect. Well, I lost this round because my auto is not perfect and I delayed my Yuri ultimate a bit. But now, these new rounds, these 8 and 9, are the rounds where Ymiret shines. Because he will just obliterate everyone. We don't even need to use Hatsut ultimate with Ymiret on this round, which is why I like this team, because I can run Hatsut with full attack stats instead of getting her some rage regen. I can just go and build her attack and it will wipe the wave. Now here my auto is not saved properly because somehow my Ymiret is not ulting on time. So let's see if I can fix it. There we go. We will kill this guy with Yuri. Oh, we didn't, but well. Shit happens. Doesn't matter. So guys, these are the 3 teams. Now, I know it's kind of messed up that I lost the autos with some of them, but it is what it is. Arena is not perfect and I will likely finish Apex with this team anyways. But yeah, this is it for today's guys. Hope you guys find it useful and let me know in the comments any question, okay? Bye.